it's over. Do you need anything like I need you? I've got no place to be. wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around. I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Dude, how we doing? Oh shit! I just hit the wrong button. But I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down. I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Let's go, Bowman! Thank you, boss! Woo! I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Thank you, Will. You're radiant. Come on, my world. Whoa. Radiate, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Whoa. Hey, 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 yeah. I can't pretend. No, 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 no. Oh, I hope this never ends. It's about you. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. Yes, you are. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Let's go, baby! Remember though, guys, the end of the day, it's really about freedom. Let's go, Shay! Freedom. Come on! Woo! Cheers to all my homies and homettes! You depend, so you always win. If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. Let's go! Oh shit, bro! Dude, how we doing? Now that
That, my friends, is a political intro. All right? I don't care what anybody says. You got to come in hot. You never will. I will overanalyze and fall victim. My venom lowers. Time to get to know myself. I'm not worthy. I'm just in this perfection. Pay attention. Yeah, you never will. Let's go. Come on, baby. You always will. If you arrest yourself again, I help you clean up the mess. Trump is asking right now, he's going, I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like Trump did. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like Bubba did. Dude, come on! Woo! Dude, there's nothing wrong with it, baby! We are all Bubba! We are all Bubba! I just wanna be free! Yeah! Free! Freedom, yeah! Freedom, yeah, yeah, yeah! Let's go! Free, yeah, yeah, yeah! All right. Now I'm ready, dude. All right, there we go. Dude! Bubba! Dude, again though, like, hey man, we are all Bubba. Let's be real about this. Dude, I gotta go back and read some of the messages though that came in. Dude, Shy, have enjoyed your content. Time to impeach the P Protection Party. That's indeed, you're not wrong, Shy. Thank you, boss. Release the fucking files. Yes, sir, sheet. And Elf said Chicago pizza is better than New York pizza. Now, I don't agree with that. I will say, dude, Chicago pizza, dude, we love the deep dish. It's amazing. But I like the New York better, personally. But I understand, though. Like, I know a lot of people who think Chicago is better. And, dude, it's a mood thing. You know what I mean? I feel like Chicago in winter and New York in summer, right? If I were to do the pizza thing, like, I feel like deep dish is amazing when it's 25 degrees outside, but it's not so amazing when it's 90 in the summer. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, whoa, dude, that's just a lot of dish, right? Right? Dude, let's go. We don't eat deep dish regularly. See, that makes sense, right? Dude, let's go. Sam said he's not judging Bone Spurs for his sexuality, judging him for being a grapist, a liar, a thief, and a fraud. Yeah. So, dude, we're going to look at the allegations, okay? We're definitely going to look at the allegations. Barrelbad kicked us off with the fucking intro reveal and Elfinator with the cyberpunk. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Later, Trumpy. If two MAGA get divorced, can they still be cousins? Oh, shit, bro. Dude, oh my God, Nameless, bringing it home, dude. If two MAGA get divorced, can they still be cousins? Dude, you know what they say? They say blood is thicker than those divorce papers. So, right? So even when MAGA get divorced, it does not change, right? Sister wife is still a sister. Dude, oh shit. Look out. Dude, can I show you something though, guys? Can I show you something where we've suspected that Candace Owens has been watching the stream, and somebody sent me a little thing here. Let me see. You ready? Here we go. Watch this. Hold on. Hold on. I got the clip for you. You ready? Watch this, guys. Ready? Here we go. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Here we go.
Jeffrey Epstein who?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
We're still talking about Jeffrey Epstein, Trumpy. Now, if we are allowed to follow this idea...
Oh, do you see what she said there? Listen to that.
Jeffrey Epstein who?
Trumpy.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
We're still talking about Jeffrey Epstein, Trumpy. Now, if we are allowed to follow...
Trumpy! Dude, it is contagious, boss. Isn't that amazing? She said Trumpy. Dude, oh shit. Dude, she said Trumpy. Oh, Trumpy. Dude, candy, candy, candy. Oh, dude, we're winning her over, boss. Let's go. Dude, one bit at a time, boss. Oh, isn't that funny? Dude, she's been watching the videos. I don't know if she's been watching them, but I guarantee you with the number of like videos I've made about her and with the smashing thumbnails on them, I guarantee you she's watched at least one. Right? You know, I mean, dude, I'm sure she's fucking peeped one. Somebody has probably brought it to her attention. Somebody in her tribe. Dude, she's aware of the memes. Let's go. Get her on the show? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens, dude. Dude, she's a nut. But again, though, for me, I can't underestimate, like, we can't fucking overestimate the amount of damage she's doing to that movement. Like, dude, it's fucking beautiful, bro. Like right now, I think everybody is shifting into dismantle MAGA. Okay. And I thought, you know, I feel like there's a whole bunch of shit that is coming together. Really, when you think about it, there's like a whole bunch of circumstances coming together, not the least of which is the you know, Donald Trump, right? Jeffrey Epstein being in the Donald Trump files. Like, did you see that shit? Did you see this, guys? Okay, where is it? We got to look at this shit. So they fucking, right? They alphabetized it. Okay? Where is it? Dude, they categorized it. Okay? Where is it? Okay, yeah. Look at this. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this, guys. This is where we start here. Okay? Look at this. I love how they made it look like a fingerprint or a footprint. But look at this crazy shit. Okay? Epstein email cache, 2,300 messages, 1,600 of the 2,300 email threads like mention Trump. Okay? This is just how prominent Okay, this is how prominent he was in these. Now, we know, okay, we all know that him and Epstein were like, you know, tied together. I mean, they were in the 90s, they were literally inseparable, guys. Okay, they were inseparable in the 90s. They were absolutely inseparable. Now, of course, some of this bump would be expected because Trump was president, and that elevates everything they know about Trump to this much more significant level. But I think what really has been hitting me, guys, is the amount of cope that is going on. Okay? Like, I feel like we're living in this very bizarre timeline where there's multiple things happening at once. And play along with me for a second. Okay? On the one hand, we have this thing that is in the back of all of our psyches called the Epstein files. Okay? One flew over, you think he resigns? Not a chance. Dude, Trump would burn down the entire movement before he would admit like Trump is somebody who would burn the whole house down before he would admit. But so the one thing that's going on right now is the Epstein files is in like the back of all of our psyches. Okay? Like everybody has been thinking about this for, I don't know, the better part of, 5, 6, 7 years, right? Some people even longer. The women, the victims that have been following the case 20 years, okay? So the Epstein files are permeating everything. Now, simultaneously with the Epstein files, we have these other weird realizations happening, right? There's a major separation with how Americans feel about Netanyahu and the Israeli occupational government, which also some of those figures are tied to Epstein, right? There is Donald Trump calling everything a hoax, which is tied to Epstein. It's the way he is trying to currently rebuff Epstein, right? Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like that's tied to it too. Okay, so there's that going on, swimming in the collective ether. Now, there's this whole like financial, separation with America, where America, like, it's getting harder and harder to live. You know what I'm saying? It's harder and harder to live, dude. The economy is sort of slowly starting to crash around us now. And I feel like Trump is running out of things to blame that on. I mean, I know J.D. Vance is out there saying, oh, we inherited the worst economy, yada, yada, yada. But like, dude, I don't think that's going to work long term. You know what I'm saying? So we're into this sort of dystopian fucking, like, how are we even going to survive financially, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like in some way that's tied to Epstein too. Because everybody that's connected to Epstein are from this like wealthy class where they are, living on another planet. Really? You know what I'm saying? Like Trump runs around talking about grocery prices, but it's pretty clear that Trump's never even walked into a fucking grocery store. I don't think Trump has ever walked into a grocery store in his life, guys. Honestly, I don't think he's ever walked into a grocery store. Now what's wild about this, guys, is while all this is happening, while you have the Epstein thing and this dissatisfaction with Israel and all that, and Trump's like getting caught hoaxing and lying, okay, while that's happening, there's like a complete loss in believability of the entire MAGA power structure, okay? Everybody in MAGA, at every level of MAGA that's not a paid influencer like fucking Benny Johnson, they're all starting to collectively doubt the MAGA movement and Trump, okay? They are like hearing him say groceries are cheap, but they're charging their shit on a fucking nearly maxed out credit card. They're watching their healthcare premiums go up. They're going to watch their Medicaid and SNAP benefits disappear. Okay? Right? They're watching the economy tumble. If they live in a vacation area, nobody's coming to vacation there. People from Canada and Europe aren't coming to America anymore. Vegas is underwater, guys. The people living in Vegas, they can barely keep their heads above water. It's happening in Florida and shit too. People aren't vacationing. People aren't flying as much. Okay? Like hotels, my God, we got a hotel, guys. We go to a really nice hotel on the beach. Dude, we got that hotel for half price this Thanksgiving, guys. Half fucking price because nobody's going on vacation. Okay? So people are having this collective realization that, like, man, Trump is full of shit. And he's H-1Bs and Chinese fucking students, and everything's like, oh yeah, we're going to cut your fucking grandparents' Medicaid. We're going to give Elon some money. Okay? So collectively, people are starting to wake up. And then, guys, here's the best part. On the flip side of this, at the center of this shit is the post-Charlie Kirk movement, okay? Where these people that are still all in on Trump are trying to, like, deify Charlie Kirk. They're trying to say the leftists are the evil ones. They're killing people, even though they're sending the military and ICE into cities, okay? Everybody knows they're full of shit. But, like, now there's this, like, religious revival going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a religious revival going on where they're just like, dude, my timeline is filled with some of the craziest Jesus freaks I've ever seen. They're just like having baptisms in the street and shit, guys. And so there's a whole bunch of people that are collectively separating from reality and in how they deal with the crisis that America is currently being plunged in. Do you see him starting war to distract from Epstein? I mean, dude, here's what I said. Let me just show you guys what I said, okay? And here's what I think we should look at. I tweeted about this a couple days ago, okay? And it's because of what 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 said, okay? Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you a thread here, okay, where let me find the Ron tweet, okay? There was, okay. There's a couple tweets I have here that are gonna explain what I think, okay? Because I think there is something we do have to be careful of, guys, okay? And it's related to this 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 tweet because I want to show you guys that some shit is really happening, okay? Some shit that, like, some people said was going to happen is playing out right in front of us, guys, okay? And let me find here. I know how to find it. It's this. I know how to find it. You ready? Watch this. Okay, here we go. I got to go to my replies. Dude, so 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 tweeted something a couple days ago that is sort of like filling a prophecy, if you will, to use their sort of religious, like, coded word. But it is this situation right here. Let me find the Ron tweet, okay? I replied to it. Give me 1 sec to find the Ron tweet, and then we're going to go all in on this, okay? It was earlier today. Dude, my Kai Trump tweet is going apeshit, bro. Oh my God, dude. It's like fucking, dude, Trumpy's gonna spit on that thing. Is that what's happening? Okay. So look at this, guys. Here it is. Here it is. It's coming up here. Okay, right here. Look at this. Ron tweeted this first thing this morning. Okay, look at what 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 said. He said, so now as many as 100 House Republicans are going to vote to release the Epstein files after doing everything they could for months to block release by refusing to sign the discharge petition. What are they going to say now? That they always wanted it released? Now, why is this so important, guys? Because this was this morning, okay? But look at this, guys. These are 3 tweets from last week, okay? Look at this. This is the Schuster tweet from last week that said the House members have heard from the DOJ that they've got the photos of Trump with naked girls and that they're worse than Michael Wolff said. And he said as soon as Rep. Grijalva is sworn in, this is 6 days ago, more than 100 Republicans will vote to release the files to get in front of it. So what Schuster said a week and a half ago when he said, dude, they've seen the photos. They have the photos. Pam Bondi refusing to answer White House's question. The Republicans are going to get in front of this. And now you're seeing with 𝗙𝗪𝗪_𝗪𝗀sky's tweet, they're getting in front of it. So he was right. They know some shit exists. They've got verification that some Trump ending shit is in those files and the FBI has it. And I don't know if we're going to see it, but they're all getting ahead of this thing. And now it's all coming to pass. Now, why I bring this up, because somebody said, well, hey, what's going to go on? So here's my thing, dude, my thing is this, is that the Republicans are going to do something crazy to try and retain power. Okay? They are. I don't know what it is, but they are going to do something crazy to try and hold power because Trump, his approval rating is underwater. He's caught in a lie. He's all over the Epstein. We know there's naked photos. We know some shit went down. There's no way he can bring this back. MAGA is already lost. You have Nick Fuentes going out there being like, fuck MAGA, fuck Trump. I mean, look at what Fuentes said today, dude. And I mean, Fuentes is a barometer for like the worst people on earth, dude. The most like Trump supporting people out there. Okay. The hardcore racist pieces of shit. And look what he said about Trump today, dude. Oh my God, boss. Look at this quote. You ready? Watch this. This is today.
Because Trump was elected because he was so radical, so outside the beltway, so different, so unconventional, so direct, and not politically correct. Like, he was elected because we thought he would turn Washington upside down. What can we possibly do to get a different outcome? You elect Bush, you get a war. You elect Obama, you get a war. You elect Trump, you get a war. Biden, a war. So what do we have to do? Who do we actually have to elect to set something right? And then people say, why is Nick Fuentes popular? Why do people say Nick Fuentes should run for president? I'm not going to run for president.
Dude, please. Nobody says that.
I'm too young. But it's like, why do you think people are embracing this show? Why do you think people are embracing this? Because they will take an edgelord over a sex criminal. They will take an edgelord. Yes, as a matter of fact, they will tolerate a racist. They will tolerate someone who they consider to be odious over somebody who is raping our country and selling out our country and compromised by the worst people in the world to give us war. It's the most evil shit imaginable. You're covering up a child sex trafficking ring because you're implicated in it. And the consequence of this is you have to give Israel missiles to murder children by the millions and drag your own country into another war, the very kind of war that you ran to stop. Like, there's layers of evil here. Sex crimes and murder and conspiracy and treachery and deceit. All of it. And people are so disgusted and furious, and they're just, I'm telling you, the people of the country are furious.
So here's the deal, is we know that Nick is a fucking scumbag, okay? Nick Fuentes, dude, he's a piece of shit, okay? He is despicable. This guy, I'm not watching him because I agree with him or like him or whatever, But I am watching this to show you how the core of Trumpism, the racist, nasty, anti-Washington, fucking MAGA core is burnt to the ground. Okay? The core, the Proud Boys, if you will, the people that are ICE agents, okay? They are fucking burned to the ground, dude. You know what I'm saying? They are. Or they're trying to make them burn to the ground, right? Like whoever isn't, this guy is trying to start the anti-Trump, okay? These were the guys who were like central, like Trump is emboldening us to be racist and shit. And now these guys are trying to destroy Trump. They're painting him as a globalist. They're painting him as, the Netanyahu's little brother, okay? And dude, the amount of damage that's being caused by this is irreparable, okay? Because here's the deal, guys, is Nick Fuentes is never going to become popular in the middle of the spectrum, okay? Right? Like Nick isn't going to move into the center and a bunch of regular people are like, wow, that really anti-Semitic, like racist piece of shit edgelord dude is starting to sound good. That ain't gonna happen. But what's going to happen, guys, is those edgelords, those racists that were like the sort of cornerstone of the GOP/Trump movement, they don't have a home, okay? They don't have a home now, guys. All right, they're disgusted with the GOP as they are with the Democrats. Okay, they are unhoused, absolutely. So now, what are they going to do? Okay, they're either going to detonate MAGA or they're going to go start their own thing, which would crush the right wing of America. Like if there was a Groypers party that peeled off a third of the fucking Republicans. Dude, they'd be done for, okay? Regardless of what happens, this is something that Democrats are applauding. You know what I mean? Like, keep going. Keep going, Nikki. All right, dude, burn it all down, boss. Burn it all down. Okay, burn it all down. Let's see what else he's got to say. And, dude, he was calling Trump a sex predator. Guys, he was calling Trump a sex predator. That is big, guys. That is big. You know why else? You know what else is important about this, guys? And I hate to say this, but you realize that Charlie Kirk was instrumental at winning those white, like bro, frat boy kind of dudes to Trumpism. But like Nick Fuentes is going to fuck that up, bro. Okay? He is going to go in there and try to infiltrate that white frat boy culture. And it's going to do just enough damage to like put them back in the frat house where they fucking belong. Standing around the keg, yelling, telling each other racist jokes and shit instead of being politically active. Okay? You think I'm angry? I'm at least a little cheerful. The people of this country are furious. They are beside themselves. How much longer and how much more of this do you think people will tolerate? How much more of it do you think people will take? How many more weird school shootings and weird assassination attempts, sex trafficking rings, wars? How much more of this do you think people will take? How many more dead Charlie Kirks, weird stuff going on around that? How much more of that do you think people can take before they're ready to vote for something really radical? Something destabilizing. Oh, yeah. Like you, Nick? Dude, Nick's presidential aspirations, dude. He's having delusions of grandeur over here, dude. Dude, I tell you what, they might start voting for some Democrats there, boss. They might start voting for Zoran Mamdani, boss. That's where this is all going. All of it. We want a fucking country. We don't want to be invaded by 10 million illegals in 4 years. We don't want to go to war with Iran over fake nuclear weapons. We don't want a government that's apparently in bed with child sex traffickers. Is it too much to ask? Are those unreasonable demands? Am I a Nazi for saying this?
Seriously.
Dude.
10 million illegals in 4 years? A war with Iran over nuclear weapons that don't even exist. Is that a joke? Epstein files being buried? Aren't you the guy that was going to stop all this? Who are you? It's like, what is this, Bill Clinton and George Bush put together? I mean, we elected Trump as a repudiation of the legacy of all these presidents. He's all of them rolled into one. He's a warmonger like Bush. He's a sex criminal like Bill Clinton. He's demented like Joe Biden. We elected him to repudiate these presidents. He's all of them put together.
Dude, I mean, think about how damning that is, guys. And like, dude, all of this is happening at once, okay? Nick is doing this. Candace is like, wow, they partnered, 𝗙PUSA and Erica partnered with Israel and killed Charlie. Tucker Carlson and Tim Burchett are running around saying, wow, there was some government programming that did Thomas Crooks, right? Tucker's being attacked by demons. You have Erica Kirk leading a prayer vigil in her leather pants while she's grabbing fucking JD Vance's package. I mean, dude, this whole thing is a fucking dumpster fire, bro. It is a dumpster fire of like people grifters grifting off the grifters' grift while they're grifting the grifters. You know what I'm saying? It is like this is so crazy too, because literally, if you rolled back the clock 1 year ago when Kamala wins, all of these people were convinced that they owned the world. Woke was dead. Fucking the world was owned. We were never going to win an election again, right? The Democrats were finished. Record of like low approval ratings. The Democrats are the party of they, them. And now, dude, these guys are a dumpster fire that everyone's looking at and being like, what the fuck, bro? Dude, what is going on over there, bro? I can only think of one photo, guys. There's a Mar-a-Lago woman photo that I posted today that I feel like is a microcosm of MAGA right now. You ready? You ready for this? Dude, I'm going to show you right here, dude. This is it. This is the entire MAGA party right now, boss. That is MAGA right there, where people are just like, oh, fuck, bro. Is that AI? I hope that's AI. Dude, tell me this ain't real. Dude, it is like, bro, this is like, please tell me it's not real. I don't think it's real. Please, for the love of God, just tell me this ain't real. Dude, this is MAGA right now. Everyone's like, fuck, bro. Dude, like, smash or pass. Everybody's like hitting the pass button, bro. Dude, jump scare? Dude, yeah. You know, it's like, holy shit, boss. Dude, that is the MAGA movement right there, guys. That's it. Dude, that is it.
And we can't even deport illegal aliens. We're deporting anti-Semites. America's a sleeping giant, and this is why we want to wake up the country. The country's furious. There's anger. There's so much potential energy in the country. And all it's going to take, watch. It's going to be a crisis. It'll be maybe a mass casualty event. Economic meltdown, World War III will pop off, you know, whether it's in the Taiwan Strait or it's in Iran or it's, you know, but the war is coming. All of these things are hurtling towards us, and then it's going to explode, and a sleeping giant will wake up. America will wake up.
Dude, what?
And I just hope that we have a benevolent tyrant. I just hope that whoever that tyrant is,
Dude, is he talking about Gavin Newsom?
whoever emerges, whether it will be of the left or of the right, I just hope that tyrant will be benevolent, because that's kind of the last card that we have to play here. It's like, what if everything blew up and some forceful warlord seized power, like we're at French Revolution levels of chaos and dysfunction. you know, the late czarist Russia levels of dysfunction. That's clearly where this is headed. And by the way, I don't say this because I want that to happen. I don't say this because I think that will be good. I think it will be horrifying. And I think it's preventable. But Trump was the opportunity to stop all this, and it didn't happen. So I say that with great sadness and wariness. But I feel like that's where we're headed. I've been telling you that.
See, it's crazy that they thought Trump, like, you know what I'm saying? It's wild to me that they thought Trump was going to deliver them something. I mean, dude, the guy didn't deliver anything in his first term except COVID mismanagement, tax cuts for the wealthy, a fucking constant stream of chaos and drama. You know what I mean? I mean, Trump didn't accomplish anything. He didn't even build this goddamn wall, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Tony Fair, he hasn't accomplished shit in his entire life, dude. And then after the insurrection, they brought him back, even though what did he do for months? He got on the podium and he talked about shark batteries and windmills and shit and fucking, you know, Hannibal Lecter. And now they're like, oh shit, this guy is brain dead and fucking catapulting us towards disaster. Yeah, no shit, you fucking dumbasses. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Okay, the petty retribution-y guy who's never accomplished a goddamn thing except bankruptcy his whole life, and now he's really angry and extra bitter. Like, what do you think? He's all of a sudden he's gonna get in there and start being concerned about your needs? You know what I'm saying? Did I miss a super chat? All right, let's go back. Dude, let's go. Oh yeah, there we go. Dude, Clown Prince, sorry I'm late. Hear about our boy 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶𝗍𝗀𝗧𝗏. Dude, I've heard. We're going to look into that in a minute. Thank you, Clown. Appreciate you. And thank you for the heads up, guys. Dude, and yeah, all right, we're clear now. Let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, dude, no, I missed another one, dude. We got to go back to 𝗙cie_𝗶𝗶𝗍𝗏 said, I missed another one. There were two. 𝗙cie_𝗶𝗶𝗍𝗏. Thank you, boss. He said, or they said, this puts Thune and the GOP Senate in an impossible situation. When it goes up to them, they screwed. And KC, you're right, dude. Dude, you are right. The way this plays out, guys, is they're fucked. Like, everybody has to go on the record here. And if those House members turn and vote to pass this thing, then all the senators have to go on the record. And they're going to be fucked, dude. You're right, Casey. You're dead right. Dude, yeah, let's do goal. Oh, shit, dude. The super chat shit ain't working still. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah. All right, so we're going to have to do our own goal, guys. All right, for whatever reason, the fucking YouTube goal thing has not been working. But we have a goal. We have our goal right here, guys. You ready? There it is. All right, hold on. Let me get this. All right, hold on. Wait. There we go. You ready? Here we go. There it is. There we go. All right. We'll do our own goal. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think there's something up with their interface. I'll try and figure that out. I'll send YouTube a fucking note, okay? I will send YouTube a note and try and sort that out. You just see some here. There we go. All right, let's go. Dude, Green Ghost, President AOC will be real. Tell the National Guard to be real gentle. Rolling. Oh, shit. All right, we missed that, but let's go. Dude, thank you, Green Ghost. Appreciate you, boss. All right, hold on. Let me get this set. There we go. There's two out of 20. Let's go. All right, dude, let's go. Whether Trump vetoes it or Thune kills it, it's political suicide. Then the leaks will start to flow anyway. Yes. Yeah. Well, so I don't know how it works, guys, with the discharge petition. I don't know if Thune can kill it. Right? That's what's really interesting. Will be, and we should probably research up on that because I don't know if Thune can kill it. Okay? I don't know if Thune can kill it. Dude, Ryan, that may very well be, though. I do have to delete that message, though, because we gotta, I am making YouTube videos out of this, and so we can't have your filleting celebration occupy too much of the chat space. I'm not saying you're wrong. All right. But so, yeah, I don't know if Thune is going to be able to kill it. And the thing about this, though, is, of course, Trump can veto it, guys. But this becomes not even about the files. This right here is about the people's political viability next election. Okay. Like Trump can kill it, but that's going to cause catastrophic losses in the GOP and everybody who supported Trump, or if they continue to support him, right? Like, think about it. Even if a rep or a senator votes to release the files and then Trump vetoes it and then they stay partnered with Trump, then that is a political ad. Like, wow, this guy voted to release the files, but then he partnered with the guy who vetoed the Epstein files and continued covering up for child rapists the whole year. Do you want to trust this guy after they've ruined the economy? You lost your Medicaid, your Obamacare premiums have tripled. You're going to trust this guy? Nah. Right? You know what I'm saying? Dude, you fix the spelling? Let's go, Green Ghost. President AOC will tell National Guard to be real gentle rolling into Memphis and Tallahassee. Yes, be real gentle. Be real fucking gentle. There we go. All right, let's go, baby. Yeah, if they support him, their careers are over. Like this is like we're hitting critical mass here. Right? Thank you, Green Ghost. Thank you, guys. All you guys. All right, 3:20. We're getting there. But okay, so dude, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see this play out. Now, guys, I'm curious about the Trump Bubba. Okay, I want to be careful. I want to be careful. Looking at this. I mean, we saw this, right, dude? Oh my God, Bubba Trump, dude. This is so funny. This image. Oh Lord, have mercy on our souls, boss. This shit is fucking hilarious. Okay, these fake time covers. Now, dude, we don't know. Okay, I'm not sure what this means. Hold on. This is the thing. This is the email. Okay, this is the email that got this thing started, and it is from Epstein's brother, Mark. Okay, remember Mark Epstein? I don't know if you guys remember Mark Epstein, but so Epstein had a shuck and jive that he did where there was a building that he owned that was run by his brother Mark. And this is where he used to put the girls. okay? Because he didn't want the girls living with him at his 30-room Upper East Side New York mansion. So he had another building that was, you know, like 10 blocks away or something that was run by Epstein's brother, Mark. And the girls were put in that building when they were at New York, okay? You know, fucking Sarah Ransom, Virginia Giuffre, all of them, he was housing them, yes. Whenever he would bring girls to New York, he housed them. I mean, he had tabs on these girls. They were so fucking like tied in and dependent upon him. Okay, the Republicans are screwed and I love it. Let's go. Let's go, Magnolia. I agree. I absolutely agree. Dude, they are screwed. So Mark was like, helped him. Now, I do want to address something because I saw somebody say this. I saw somebody say this a few, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or something. And they brought up Michael Wolff's culpability. And guys, I think we have to look at that. Okay. I know that like Michael Wolff is like the whistleblower and everybody's having him on, but we do have to ask ourselves, why did Michael Wolff see pictures of Donald Trump at age 15 with Jeffrey Epstein and not immediately like call the police and try to do some type of sting operation and get those photos and take them to a reporter? Why did Michael Wolff sit on that like everybody else did? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he was working for Epstein. He was writing a book. Like, I think this guy is like, sure, he's being a whistleblower, but dude, he was covering this shit up too. And now he's only bringing it out because, you know, the time is right. And he's like, oh, now I can sort of like use my knowledge and get out of there. I mean, he's doing the same shit Michael Cohen did. You know, Michael Cohen is on Midas Touch now with his little podcast. But like, Michael Cohen is dirty. Okay? Michael Cohen is fucking dirty, bro. He is like, he knows where the skeletons are buried, man. You know? And so, I mean, I guess we're lucky we have these whistleblowers, but I also don't want to I don't want to like herald them too much because, you know, they've held on to this information for a long time, you know? You know what I mean? Now, I will say this though. It's obviously it would have been hard to uncover this thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It would have been hard to uncover this thing anyway. But now let's look at this. Hold on. I'm going to download this image. All right. So we can look at it big. All right. Let's fucking pull it up. Let's pull it up big so we can zoom. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, dude. By popular demand, dude, we got the big email. All right. Dude, so look at this shit. Okay. This thing is crazy. Okay. Okay. So look at this. Right? This is Mark. This is 2018. Trump is president. Epstein's brother Mark says, How are you doing? A while back you mentioned that you were pre-diabetic. Has anything changed with that? What is your boy Donald up to now? Okay. And he says, all good. Bannon with me. Bannon with me, dude. Bannon. Good old Bannon is hanging out with Donnie T and the Rapey 3, right? Dude, isn't that crazy? And then Mark says, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Now, this is the thing of Trump blowing Bubba. All right, but think about this. Ask Bannon if Putin has the photos. So why does Bannon and Putin, right? Why are they mentioning Bannon and Putin, right? If Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba, right? And then Jeff says, and I thought I had 𝗙cie Now, 𝗙𝗎 is a Yiddish word for troubles, I guess. It is my understanding that 𝗙𝗎. Dude, Juliet, let's go! Number 5, big 5. Thank you, Juliet. Dude, let's go. So 𝗙𝗎 is like, you know, like it's a Yiddish word that means like, ooh, like big troubles, right? And then he says, you and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. And then fucking, dude, what the fuck, bro? And then Jeffrey says, you mean Donnie T? Dude, what is going on, bro? What is going on, boss? Like, and then he says, I'd rather be in Donnie D's shoes. Who is Donnie D? Right? Oh, Trump was about to meet with Putin. Is that what it was? Okay. So who is Donnie D? Right? Donnie D? Do we have confirmation of who Donnie D is? Right? Oh shit, bro. You mean Donnie T? I'd rather be in Donnie D's shoes. Dude, Diaper Don, it's all a Lynch film. We're stuck in it. I mean, dude, we are stuck in it. Dude, Dirty Don, is that what it is? Dirty Don? So I mean, do we have any idea here what they're talking about with this Bubba, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, do we have any fucking, yeah, dude, it's definitely not Donnie Darko. Do we have any fucking, do we have any, you know, idea of like who Bubba is? Because I know, okay, there is a photo, okay, of Trump Clinton. Okay, let me see. Let's find this photo, dude. Is this photo set, okay, right? This photo set was Trump and Clinton with Melania, okay, and fucking who else? Who's the other woman? Right? This is that's Melania, and I can't remember who this woman is. Was that his mistress? Right? Dude, I feel like we know who she is. Hold on. Michael Wolff was a double agent. Let's go, Cole. Thank you, boss. Dude, we got to get some information on this, okay? This is, right? Dude, dude, remember this? Oh, shit. Dude, I mean, dude, I think this is fake, right? The crotch grabbing one is definitely fake, ain't it? Ain't it? Right? That shit is fucking, is that's got to be some Photoshop, bro. Right? It's real? Is it real? No, dude. Hold on. I don't want to look here. I'm going to look up here because I'm getting into dangerous territory. Oh my God, no. That is real, dude. I mean, the BBC posted it. Oh no, never mind. No, that one's fake. Dude, all right, so let's find out. Let's go into AI mode. Was that Karen McDougal? I mean, I don't think it is. And I don't think it's Karen McDougal. I mean, it kind of looks, oh, it's 𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗏. That's who it was. Yes. 𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗏. I knew we had known who it was before. Is this woman, dude. Right? 𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗏. She was a Sports Illustrated model. Okay? That's who it was. That I think Trump was trying to date at one point. Okay? 𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗏. That's who it was. All right. I knew she was familiar. Okay? I knew she was somebody that we knew. Okay? It was a 2000 US Open tennis match. Okay? So those are the big fucking, where is it? There it is. Oh, shit. So this is actually a real photo. No way, dude. Dude, it is real, guys. Dude, that shit is real. No way, dude. There's no way, bro. Oh, shit. Dude. The photo is real. Yeah, no, I know there's no evidence. That's what Trump meant by big, beautiful Bill. Oh, shit. Cole coming in hot. Oh, shit, bro. Coming in hot, bro. Dude, you were right. Dude, Steve, I doubted you. I will never doubt you again, my man. You are crazy. So, all right. So now we do know that Bill Clinton's nickname. All right, what was Bill Clinton's nickname? Okay, Bill Clinton's nickname was Bubba. All right, the comeback kid, Slick Willie, and Bubba. He's just turning around. I don't think he's turning around, dude. I think he's grabbing some knob, boss. Without a doubt. Dude, grabbing some knob. Without a doubt, dude. Trumpy's going for the knob, dude. Right? He's going for the Slick Willie. Oh, Lord have mercy, boss. Oh my God. So now, no, I know. It's just it's a good grab, dude. I mean, obviously, we know he's just fucking swinging his hand or something. It was like multiple shots. But so Clinton's nickname was Bubba. Okay? Clinton's nickname was Bubba. All right? Was absolutely used for Bill Clinton. Okay? Bubba was a very well-known nickname for the man. Okay? Very well-known nickname for him. So, I mean, obviously, this does raise a little bit of suspicion. Right? Dude, so, I mean, what are we saying? I mean, we do all remember this. Right? I mean, dude, we all remember that. So, I mean, anything's possible with these guys. Okay? Anything is possible, right? I mean, a lot of these guys, they swing both ways. There's nothing wrong with that. I would venture half of Congress swings both ways. You know, I don't know where Trump really stands on this. I've also been the first guy to tell you that I knew guys in LA who were not gay, but they did gay porn for money. Okay. But they were like not gay dudes at all, but they just had sex with men for money. I mean, shit happens. You know, people do all sorts of stuff. You know, I mean, it's like the gay or straight is not who you have sex with, guys. It's who you like love and connect and are really attracted to. You know, the same way, right? The same way that guys will sometimes have sex with women they're not even attracted to simply because they want to have sex. You can have sex with men simply to have sex too. That doesn't make you gay. It's just you engaging in the act of accomplishing whatever physicality it is. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I mean? It's the whole thing. People have a lot of these misconceptions about that, you know, about like, you know, what your sexuality is. The sexuality is really more about who you are and who you desire. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really makes sense when you think about it. Why can a guy have sex with a woman he's not attracted to at all? Because sex has nothing to do with attraction. Okay. It's about fulfilling an urge. And when guys go to prison or guys in the military would often fulfill that urge with other guys simply to fulfill the urge. And it has nothing to do with their sexual fucking identity. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why we project like it is because of fucking, you know, is because of our social shit. And to the person who's saying you can't get erect without attraction, that's not true. Okay? You can get erect with stimulation. You know what I'm saying? Right? And you know what I mean? You can. You absolutely can. I mean, my God, dude, there's like people have hate sex all the time, or couples that are totally over one another that can't stand fucking each other, that like are repulsed by each other, will have the craziest sex, right? Because sex is like, it's on its own thing, you know what I mean? It just is. It's a lot more than just, oh, I'm attracted to you, I like you, you're pretty. It operates on crazy levels, you know? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's its own fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's true, dude. But yeah, man, like I had a friend in LA, I worked with him, who was like straight as can be, but that guy made bank doing gay adult films. That was his fucking thing. But yeah, so we don't know. We don't know what this is. But the other thing is though, guys, is we don't know how accurate some of this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like even with Epstein and right, even with Epstein and his brother, like it feels like a lot of times they were speaking in code, right? It is pretty interesting though, with like, you know, the pictures, the way they mention with Putin, the pictures of Trump blowing Bubba, right? I mean, you know, we don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about Arnold Palmer's thing. And no, this is not Karen McDougal. It's 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗀. 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗀 is who this is. New Zealand model. Right? This is 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗀, right? That's Melania right there. This was before they were married, and that's 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗀. Okay? And Karen McDougal, as you'll see, is very different. She's quite a different person, right? Oops. Where's her picture? Yeah, you see, like that is not Karen McDougal, right? That's Karen McDougal right there. That is 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗀. They are similar. I mean, right? right? But it's on her fucking Wikipedia page with her, right? There she is. But they are pretty similar, right? I mean, Trump had a type, guys, like many people do. Yeah, it's, I mean, everybody has their like preferences or something. Nah, it's all good, boss. It's all good. I just want to make sure you have the correct information. But yeah, so, dude, see, I think, guys, here's what I think, okay? What I think is this. I think I have been looking through a lot of these Trump emails, and I have wondered how much of this stuff is like code, like when Epstein was talking about the special cake for New York City. Somebody in the emails mentioned the mansion. I need to go to the second floor. I think some of this shit is code. So Trump blowing Bubba, I mean, who knows what that could mean? Blowing Bubba could mean, that could be Trump, getting off with some person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some kind of code that it seemed like that was being used, right? So we don't know. I do know this though. I know that the suspicion is out there, right? The suspicion is out there. I mean, there's been a long mention of Putin having some compromising photos of Trump. So we don't know. I do know, though, that I found this pretty interesting, okay, because Trump replied about Clinton. Look at what Trump did today, okay? Let's just look at Trump's message today. Let's go to Pam Bondi's fucking page, because look at this. Okay, so this was Trumpy's response today, guys. Okay, now let's take a moment. Okay, you ready? Let's take a moment to get some air in. I'm gonna have a little eucalyptus because I want you to process something with me. Okay, so let's process the nature of Trump's denial. Okay, let's just take a minute here to zoom out and to think about what has happened in only 6 months, guys. 6 months ago, Trump was releasing the Epstein files. It was confirmed. Pam Bondi, they had given away the binders. Let's go. This channel is straight vibing, seeing the recent optimism boiling over, so damn refreshing. Let's go, people. Thank you, N Green. Let's go, baby. Oh. So guys, they had the binders. Remember the binders, guys? Remember this? Remember? They had the big binders, right? They had the big photo op. The Epstein files are coming out. They're releasing this. Pam Bondi went on Fox News every day. We're releasing the Epstein files. Trumpy told me to. The list is on my desk, she said. And then in May, they had a bunch of FBI agents start going through this shit. And by the end of May, dude, 𝗙cie Patel is going on Rogan. I don't know what happened. They did the Maria Bartiromo, Bongino, and Cash. Oh, there's no list. There's nothing. Pam Bondi said, what do you mean a list? There wasn't a list. There's nothing to see here. We're closing this shit. And then Trump came out and said, it's a hoax, is what he said. Dude, dude, he said it's a hoax, guys. And so, like, all right. So his operative thing in the summer to just shut this down was like, guys, this is a hoax. Why are we still talking about Epstein? Okay, now people were freaking out, guys. Okay, people were freaking out. Dude, stories were written, guys. Articles were written. Hold on, let me find this here. Hold on, let me see here. Dude, we got to look at this. Hold on, you ready? Okay. So look at this. This was a Washington Post article, guys. Look at this shit. Look at the date on this. This is in July, okay? This is a Washington Post article from July of this year with a bunch of young people at the TPUSA Student Action Summit in Tampa, Florida. And the article says, Epstein outcry prompts warning to Trump from MAGA leaders. A huge risk. At Turning Point's gathering of young Trump supporters, movement leaders warned the White House to pay attention to anger about the Jeffrey Epstein investigation and other issues. So he was warned after he said hoax that, like, dude, nobody's buying this shit. Okay? Nobody's believing this shit, guys. What do you mean hoax? Why are you covering this shit up? Now, Charlie Kirk gets killed, and there's this chaos that for a moment people forget about that. However, hold on, let me get rid of some of these fucking things that we don't need here. There we go. Okay, so dude, now all of a sudden, guys, they stifled this shit. They take a left turn into Charlie Kirk and the pyrotechnics and what have you. And then it's like, we're going to blow up some boats in Venezuela. Maybe we're going to start a war. The ICE shit is not taking off. He doesn't get his National Guard. Eventually, the shutdown happens and they finally have this silence. The Democrats end the shutdown. They're like, fuck, now all this shit is rushing to the forefront. Now, Trump has decided, wait a second, it's not a hoax anymore. Much like TPS, Donald Trump has decided to revoke the hoax status of the Epstein situation. And out of the blue, look at this tweet, dude. This tweet is batshit. Now that the Democrats are using the Epstein hoax involving Democrats, not Republicans, this is the day after 1,600 times he was mentioned in the files that were released to try and deflect from their disastrous shutdown and all of their other failures. I will be asking AG Pam Bondi, the woman that nobody trusts, not even MAGA trusts Pam Bondi anymore. Okay? I will be asking AG Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice, together with our great patriots at the FBI, to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's involvement and relationship with Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, JP Morgan, Chase, and many other people and institutions to determine what was going on with them and him. This is another Russia scam, with all arrows pointing to the Democrats. Records show that these men and many others spent large portions of their life with Epstein and on his island. Stay tuned. All right? Oh, shit, bro. Dude, let's go. Dude, lag. Humpty Trumpty sat on a file. Humpty Trumpty was big on denial. But all of the MAGAs and all of the Fox News hosts couldn't sell the Epstein hoax. Let's go, lag monster, dude. We love it, dude. Good shit. Oh, we're going to give you an exploding Trumpy for that. Let's go. And we're at 9, guys. We're almost halfway there. Let's fucking go. But, so, dude, I mean, what does he think here? Does he think all of a sudden everyone's going to be like, oh, shit. Yeah, oh, this has nothing to do with Trump, right? The emails about Bubba and the second floor and the dog who doesn't bark, right? Like nothing. Yeah, this wasn't Trump. This is all Democrats. The Democrats who are actively trying to release these files. I mean, dude, we're fine. If Clinton goes to jail, dude, we're fine. Dude, I don't have a problem if we find Clinton did some shit and he went to jail, dude. Dude, I'll fucking go cuff him myself, dude. I will slap those motherfucking cuffs on his dumb ass, dude. I will take Bubba straight to jail. Dude, you know? But so look at Pam Bondi, though. She said, thank you, Mr. President. SDNY U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton is one of the most capable and trusted prosecutors in the country. And I've asked him to take the lead. As with all matters, the department will pursue this with urgency and integrity to deliver answers to the American people. Dude, who do they think they're kidding with this? Like who is this content aimed at? Right? You know what I'm saying? Dude, right? It's like who are these fucking, you know what I'm saying? She's like writing this shit and she thinks that fucking everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, it's really all the Democrats. Pam Bondi's on the case. Dude, nobody believes in Pam Bondi. It is indeed an audience of one. Dude, nobody believes Pam Bondi. I don't think anybody believes. See, this is it, guys. At this point, MAGA doesn't even believe the Trump administration. That's the number one problem that Trump has now, is during Trump's entire political career, everybody believed Trump. Everybody believed his administration, even when he was lying his teeth through his fucking teeth. Okay? And that was when he was staffed by people that weren't even MAGA people. They were regular politicians. But now, dude, nobody believes Trump. Okay? Nobody believes Pam Bondi. Nobody believes Kash Patel. Nobody believes any of these guys. Okay? You saw Megyn Kelly, right? Remember yesterday, Megyn Kelly and Batya, fucking whatever, fucking Unger Saren, whatever. Her and Megyn Kelly were like, dude, we don't trust Pam Bondi. Like, we don't believe anything she says. Nobody. Yeah, dude, Bongino is like, you know where Bongino is, dude? Dude, Bongino, I found a photo of Bongino, boss. Hold on. Wait, let me find this one, dude. This is a good one. You ready? Bongino was spotted. Right? Dude, he's falling off the map, dude. You ready? Here we go. There we go. Dan Bongino was spotted. Dude! Shit! There he is, dude. He's been moved. Right? There he is. Yeah, let's go. I was told there would be a client list. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, that shit is amazing. Or, no, what was it? Office Space, dude. Right? Oh, shit. Okay. I knew I had that saved. Dude, let's go. Isn't that funny? Oh, man. Dude. You're tardy to the party. Kennewick, let's go. Dude, there it is. Number 10. We're halfway, guys. Dude, the red stapler, dude, the red swing line. Isn't that amazing? Oh, shit. So, yeah, so Trump's latest switch, guys, Trump's latest move is to now, oh, this is a hoax. Now we're going to investigate Bill Clinton. Okay, but dude, they fucking, right? Look at this shit. Okay, the Trump email, Epstein email database. Dude, look at this shit. Okay. So they created a database of the Trump emails. Okay, look at this shit. All right. These are, let's go, Bubba Pinky. Let's go. There it is. Dude, so look at this. This is fucking Cameron Stevenson here created this fucking database that is the Courier okay, compiled the 20,000 documents. All right. Dude, how is he going to spin being named as a guzzler? I don't know, finding. That we don't know how Trump's going to spin this, right? All right. So they compiled the 20,000 documents from the Epstein estate released by the Oversight Committee 2 days ago. All right. They have a searchable database. Now, look at this. These, of all the documents, okay, Donald Trump is mentioned more than Jeffrey Epstein. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Look at that shit. 1,628 mentioned Donald Trump. 1,060 mentioned Epstein. 421 mentioned Obama, right? 392 mentioned Bill Clinton. Then you have Michael Wolff, Steve Bannon, Catherine Rumler, who was an Obama person, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. You have Dershowitz, Richard Kahn, Ghislaine Maxwell, Darren Indike, Hillary, Larry Summers, Reed Weingarten, Landon Thomas. That's the reporter from the New York Times, and so on and so forth. Okay, there's a bunch that mentioned Jane Doe. We got Ken Starr, Al Gore. I mean, there's the list, dude. But, dude, obviously Trump is like the #1 boss. Dude, more than Jeffrey Epstein. Yikes. Dude, these are the Trump files, guys. Okay? These are the Trump files. Like, Epstein is mentioned in the Trump files. Isn't that nuts? Now, what haven't they released? You know? Like, what haven't they released? Dude, kerosene. Let's do the time warp again, dystopian disco. I'm into it, kerosene. Let's go. Dude, that's what's crazy, is thinking about, like, okay, what hasn't been released? You know? You know what I'm saying? What is being stashed, right? Because we're just at the start of this. So now, do we have, guys, do we have any verification? We don't have any verification about the Bubba connection, right? That's all just speculation, isn't it? Right? Isn't that? I mean, but look at this, guys. Dude, look at this headline, guys. Look at this shit, bro. Dude, this is the headline from today, okay? In Newsweek, guys. Donald Trump blowing Bubba message in Epstein emails under scrutiny. Dude, like, this is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, think about this, guys. Let me just say this, okay? I want to throw something by here, okay? Think about Donald Trump. This man is so vain. He is so insecure about his sexuality and his sexual identity that he had to brag to men that he just grabs women's genitalia. He lives in a hyper-realized fake alpha world of projecting himself to be like the manliest man womanizer on the planet, okay? So what I want to point out here, guys, is regardless of what blowing Bubba means, the fact that Donald Trump blowing Bubba is a headline in Newsweek and every other publication, Donald Trump is experiencing psychological damage right now. He is being like wounded in a way that he is not going to recover from ever. Okay, he was already spiraling, right? He was already spiraling, and now he is like super damaged. And yeah, it's funny because we don't know. Like, maybe Trump is a swinger. You know, it would explain how he can't really have good relationships. You know, but you cannot underestimate the amount of psychological damage, the psychic damage that Trump is experiencing from this. Right? But look at this, dude. you know, this is Newsweek, guys. This is Newsweek. An email in the Jeffrey Epstein files that references U.S. President Donald Trump, a blowing Bubba, has attracted scrutiny on social media. Okay? Some of the documents mention Trump, including one from Epstein's brother Mark, which references photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Bubba is a nickname of former President Bill Clinton, but Mark Epstein told Newsweek the individual was not Clinton. He did not provide any additional details about the identity of Bubba or the meaning of the emails. Dude, this is national news, bro. Like, what are we doing, boss? You know what I'm saying? This is national fucking news, bro. Dude, and then look at the picture they put him. Look at the picture they used where he's like, I'll take one Bubba, please. Can I just have... He's like... Dude. Oh, shit. That's funny. Right? Dude. Oh, my God. That is priceless. So guys, that is like a fucking problem for Trump, boss. Okay? Dude, look at that. You have Newsweek, you have Yahoo, you have the New Republic. Of course, the Miami Herald is fucking posting about this. 𝗍𝗪. Dude, is Bill Clinton Bubba, right? This shit is like, I mean, so far, it looks like Newsweek is the only major publication. You don't have the New York Times or anything running with this. But believe me, guys, let me just tell you, okay? Right now, okay, it is 12:48 a.m. on, November 15th. Right now, there's about 200 major, experienced, seasoned fucking reporters all over the country that are like speed dialing everyone they know, trying to figure out who Bubba is or what blowing Bubba means. Everybody's looking for this thing, guys. And here's the thing, is it doesn't even matter what blowing Bubba means. It doesn't matter if it doesn't even mean anything. Everybody's just looking at this. Everybody is sick of Trump. Everybody wants this shit out. They want the answers. They want to see everything. They want the photos. Everybody just wants this shit to be dealt with and to come out and no more of this like protectionism. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Dude, but excuse me. I agree with what Karen said there. Okay? I agree with what Karen said in the chat, that I think the ultimate prize of this, guys, okay, the ultimate prize of this whole thing is Trump's psychic condition, okay? Right? That's the ultimate prize. Like, Trump is losing it. Trump is flailing. Trump is spinning. He's spiraling. His agenda is frozen. His wins are non-existent. His base doesn't believe him anymore. He's lost all of the political clout. He has spent 10 years building political clout. And now we're watching it all just disappear. Excuse me. Gorg, let's go, baby. Dude, I think it's beautiful. Okay, I do. I think it's gorgeous. All right. Dude, I think it's gorgeous, bro. It is gorgeous. Dude, and the best part about it, guys, is it's happening in a major election year. Dude, a major election year, guys. Dude, in 11 months, we have the opportunity to bury these fuckers, right? In 11 months, guys, we have the opportunity to just bury these fuckers, at the ballot box. That is a big, big opportunity, guys. Huge, huge opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But so Trump, though, Trump would never, right? Trump would never resign. Okay, he's not resigning. He's not stepping down. Okay, he's not. He's not resigning. He's not stepping down. He's not going anywhere. He'll burn this shit to the ground. Okay. But what's really important to me, guys, I think it's important to me is the thing that's really important is watching his legislative agenda die. Okay. That's really the most important thing to this. Is he came in with a legislative agenda. He came in with some significant, alliances of having the, both houses of Congress, the Supreme Court basically rubber stamping him. And then they came in with the Doge and all this shit, collecting data. And it just seemed like he was going to breeze through like some really toxic shit. And then the Epstein shit hit him in like April and May, and he has not been able to recover. And obviously the shit going on with Obamacare right now is going to be a disaster. This Epstein stuff is becoming quicksand. He's definitely underwater. And it's at the point of where I don't think there's a recovery. Like somebody mentioned the MTG thing. Because when you look at like Trump and MTG, so the thing about Trump and MTG is like MTG is probably going to do better with him disavowing her. Okay. He's becoming politically toxic. Trump is, much like he was in 2020. Okay. He became, remember guys, Trump won. And he built up this sort of like anti-establishment vibe that he was able to sort of ride in on, and everybody just believed him. But he fucking has lost all that clout, man. He has lost all that clout. And fucking now he is like politically toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, look at this shit, dude. This shit is crazy. This fucking, like, what even is this screed, dude? I mean, look at the size of this post, guys. You can tell how fucked up Trump is by the size of his post. The longer the post, the more he is spiraling, guys. I mean, he is spiraling here, okay? He is spiraling, guys. What does it say? Says, I am withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia. Over the past few weeks, despite my creating record achievements for our country, including a total and complete victory on the shutdown, closed borders, low taxes, no men and women's sports, or transgender for everyone, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, biggest regulation cuts in history, stopping 8 wars, rebuilding our military, being respected by every country in the world as opposed to being the laughingstock that we were just 12 months ago. Dude, the cope is like, I'm having trouble breathing, dude. There's so much fucking cope in the room with us right now. Having trillions of dollars, record-setting, invested in the USA, and having created the hottest country anywhere in the world from being a dead country just 12 months ago and so much more. All I see wacky Marjorie do is complain, complain, complain. It seemed to all begin when I sent her a poll stating that she should not run for senator or governor. She was at 12% and didn't have a chance unless, of course, she had my endorsement, which she wasn't about to get. She has told many people that she is upset that I don't return her phone calls anymore. But with 219 congressmen/women, 53 U.S. senators, 24 cabinet members, almost 200 countries, and an otherwise normal life to lead. Dude, I can't take a ranting lunatic's call every day. I understand that wonderful conservative people are thinking about primarying Marjorie in her district of Georgia, that they too are fed up with her and her antics. And if the right person runs, they will have my complete and unyielding support. She has gone far left, he says, even doing The View with their low IQ Republican hating anchors. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. Dude, she fucking broke him, bro. Dude, she fucking broke him. He is broken. Look at that screed, guys. That is like, dude, that's like some Unabomber shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people write this kind of thing before they strap explosives to themselves and go to like a sporting event. Dude, you know what I mean? Like we need a like mental health check on the man ASAP, dude. He is like, seriously, I hope right now, for Trump's sake, I hope his administration are like putting bars on the second story windows of all the rooms in the White House. Dude, homie is, somebody said Hillary probably pegged him. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Dude, oh my God. That shit is nuts, bro. That shit is crazy. Dude, yeah, that shit is crazy. Now, like, obviously, this is related to Epstein. And here's what's crazy about this, though, guys. You ready? Is Marjorie Taylor Greene, she never said anything bad about Donald Trump. She never once said anything bad about Donald Trump. The whole time she was like, I completely support the president. She attacked Mike Johnson. She attacked Republican leadership. She attacked Thune. Okay? She complained that they weren't passing his agenda, his executive orders. And then she signed the Epstein thing. But so this is wild. He like had an absolute meltdown on somebody who never actually mentioned him by name. It's going to be real interesting. And again, I want to go back, guys. I want to go back to the Schuster fucking tweets, guys. Okay? I'm telling you, all of this right here is in 3 tweets from 10 days ago, guys. Okay? You ready? All of this is literally, there's 3 tweets from Schuster. Okay? I'm going to take you through them right here, guys. It is this. Okay? It's from 10 days ago. Says, a few GOP House members say they've heard from FBI DOJ contacts that the Epstein files with copies in different agencies, so this shit is spread, it's not just in the FBI, are worse than Michael Wolff's description of Epstein photos showing Trump with half-naked teenage girls. Speculation, rumors sweeping through the GOP caucus. Everybody in the GOP has heard about this. Okay, I'm going to show you a fucking video here in a sec from a Democrat. Okay, you ready? Who mentions Trump photos. Watch this. You ready? This hit my eye here. Okay, it was a Democrat talking about Trump photos. Where was it? Oh, fuck, bro. Did I bookmark it? I don't know if I bookmarked it. I don't think I did. Nope. Nope, that's Boebert. That's Bobby. All right. It was a news show, and there was a Democrat who mentioned the fucking, oh, here, I'm going to find it. All right, dude, I'm going to just scroll down. She said we've all seen the photos. Okay, it was a Democratic senator, I believe, who was on the news and said we've all seen the photos. And somebody replied to her saying, whoa, is there something you've seen? Do booty, let's go. 5 away, guys. Let's try to shore up those 5 so we can get that dance party solid. Hold on. I'm going to scroll. I know it's in here. If I scroll down, I'll find it. Okay. We're going to just enjoy this while let's try to get those 5 for the dance party while I find this. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's interesting, right? This is going to be a problem for fucking Trumpy. Okay. It's right down here. I know it was on my For You page. Dude, let's go, Proud Liberal! Trumpy wasn't just lifting Bill's tariffs! For Moss! Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, there's the Hunter Biden shit. So I'm almost there. But I felt like this fucking Democrat made a slip of the tongue or something, right? Where she may have let a little something fly that nobody was supposed to fucking mention. Oh, fuck, dude. Dude, I'm so mad. I wish I had fucking saved it. Hold on. Dude, hold on. I'm going to find this thing. Give me a sec here. Have invented a treadmill that scrolls my mouse? Dude, I know, it's crazy. Dude, I'm a pro scroller. Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Word on the street that, yeah, no, this is true. This is all very, very tip of the iceberg. Like, dude, hold on. I'm bookmarking some other shit while I scroll through this so we can move more quickly through some of this. All right. I'm going to give it myself 2 more minutes while we get these last couple fucking dance party things. Let's fucking get that while I find this. I'm going to find it. Let's go. 4 away from dance party, guys. 4 away. We got this. Oh, I found it. I found it. I knew I would find it. You ready? Look at this shit, guys. I fucking found it, boss. Okay, this is Melanie Stansberry. You ready? Look at what she says here.
Thank you so much for being with us. What are you taking from these emails? Yeah, I mean, these emails are clearly extraordinarily explosive. They implicate the president, that he not only knew what was happening in Jeffrey Epstein's circle, but that he spent time with at least one, if not multiple, of Jeffrey Epstein's named sex victims, as well as there's discussion in the email that you just cited between Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein about the fact that he had been the dog that didn't bark, and they specifically are talking about the police. So what this implicates is that potentially going back all the way to 2011, even after Jeffrey Epstein had been investigated for criminal activity, not just in sex trafficking, but also for financial crimes, which we know U.S. Attorney Acosta lied under his deposition about, that Donald Trump was being named by Epstein and by Ghislaine Maxwell as being the dog that didn't bark on them. And so the question is, what did Donald Trump have on them? Was he engaged in these activities? And why is Donald Trump calling Republican members of the House today and yesterday to threaten them to get off of the discharge petition? If he thinks that we should be focused on the reopening the government, then why is he personally calling Republicans and threatening them right now?
So help us understand this, because Democrats redacted Virginia Giuffre's name. And I mean, I have to say, these emails.
It came to us redacted. No, it came to us redacted.
It came to you redacted. Okay.
Yes, so we don't even know. That is the claim of the White House. So that's something that we should be asking questions about.
Interesting. The thing came redacted, and the White House said later it's Virginia, but we don't even know that that's accurate. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, really interesting. So, and House Republicans came out and mentioned the redaction there. It is of significance that Virginia Giuffre, who was so vocal, right, and was not known for pulling any punches about what happened to her, did not accuse Trump of wrongdoing. And so I want to know kind of what you think of that, because there is this discrepancy. You have Epstein saying this in an email to Maxwell. Maxwell, you know, we know about her in terms of her credibility. She doesn't really have credibility, right, when it comes to being honest. I'd say people have the same questions about Epstein. Giuffre has said that there wasn't she hasn't claimed wrongdoing with Trump. So how do you kind of square what you're reading in the email with what Virginia Giuffre had said publicly?
Well, first of all, like I just mentioned, we don't know if the White House's claim that that redacted name actually is Virginia Giuffre. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I think it's convenient that the White House is trying to choose an alibi that they think. And, you know, if you read the email, this is private correspondence between Maxwell and Epstein. Why does the White House know at all who Donald Trump was hanging out with at Jeffrey Epstein's house, who was one of the sex trafficking accusers, right? Like, this should be raising every hair on the back of your neck right now.
That's curious.
We don't even know that that is who is named in this email. Secondly, whether or not Virginia Giuffre has accused the president of wrongdoing, what I'd like to say to the American people is believe your eyes. We have all seen the photographs of Donald Trump with underage girls sitting on his lap. We know that he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein for more than a decade. We know that he has not complied with our congressional subpoena of the DOJ files, and we know that he is named multiple times in those files.
Did you hear what she said there? She said, we've all seen the photographs of Donald Trump with underage girls sitting on his lap. We've all seen those, is what she said. And then it goes back to what Schuster said. First off, let's get these real quick. Dude, Ken Thompson, let's dance. It will be a glorious day when MAGA walks out of the White House. Dude, I agree, brother. And then we've got fucking Finding. Yes, let's put on those dancing shoes. We certainly will, guys. Number 18, we're 2 away, guys. All right. I didn't miss any, did I? I think I got the other one. Yeah, the other one was proud liberal. Trumpy wasn't just lifting Bill's tariffs. Let's go. In case I missed that, we'll do it again. But so, dude, this all connects to the Schuster tweet. So let me read these 3 tweets, guys, which are going to be prophecy here. A few GOP House members say they've heard from FBI DOJ contacts at the Epstein files with copies in different agencies. So they're out there. If they do shutter this, something's going to leak. Are worse than Michael Wolff's description of Epstein photos showing Trump with half-naked teenage girls. speculation/rumors sweeping through the GOP caucus. This apparently adding to the expectation that once Rep. Grijalva is sworn in and signs a massive discharge petition, triggering a House vote 7 legislative days later, more than 100+ Republicans will vote with all the Dems to release the files to get in front of what's coming. Several GOP lawmakers were also spooked by AG Bondi's testimony to the Senate a few weeks ago, asked specifically by Senator Whitehouse if the FBI has the alleged photos describing Wolf or if Bondi has seen them. Bondi refused to say. She didn't give a denial. And so there you go, guys. MTG may very well have been trying to get ahead of this. Maybe she's got wind of what's coming. And she was like, wow, I need to get away from Trump. And dude, she got away from Trump, dude. MTG is a free woman, boss. Look at this shit. Dude, this shit is crazy, bro. He's breaking shit. And that's just it, guys. At this point, it is about psychic damage. Okay? At this point, it is about psychic damage, guys. This shit is about damaging Trump's psyche. Okay? And the more he gets damaged, the poorer choices he makes, right? The worse shit that fucking goes on with those guys, the more his legislative agenda falls apart, and the more we take this shit right to the fucking bank. All right? Let's go, baby. Dude, let's go. Everybody hit that like button. Dude, I see where somebody's saying we don't have enough likes. Let's hit those likes. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got this. You like that shit. Spreading far and wide. Dude, we've been growing the last couple nights, by the way, can I just say? It's been good. All you've been hanging out. I hope I've been providing decent entertainment. I mean, I'm doing my best here to fucking keep this shit on the level, keep this shit raw. But look at what MTG did. Dude, she replied. MTG replied. Look at this. She said, President Trump just attacked me and lied about me. I haven't called him at all. But I did send these text messages today. Apparently, this is what sent him over the edge. The Epstein files. And of course, he's coming after me hard to make an example to scare all the other Republicans before next week's vote to release the Epstein files. It's astonishing, really, how hard he's fighting to stop the Epstein files from coming out, that he actually goes to this level. But really, most Americans wish he would fight this hard to help the forgotten men and women of America who are fed up with foreign wars and foreign causes. Oh my God, dude, she is fucking him up so hard, dude. Are going broke trying to feed their families and are losing hope of ever achieving the American dream. That's what I voted for. I've supported President Trump with too much of my precious time, too much of my own money, and fought harder for him even when almost all other Republicans turned their back and denounced him. But I don't worship or serve Donald Trump. I worship God. Jesus is my savior. And I serve my district, GA14, and the American people. I remain the same today as I've always been, and I will continue to pray this administration will be successful because the American people desperately deserve what they voted for. For me, I remain America first and America only. And look at what she said. She said, she sent to him, she said, check the flight logs of Epstein's plane. Bill Clinton is on there 26 times, Hillary too. For most of us, releasing the Epstein files has always been for the women who were victims of Jeffrey Epstein, but also because we believe the Democrat bad guys like the Clintons were entangled and involved with him. Epstein was the spider that wove the web of the deep state. Lean into it, okay? And then fucking, what is this? Natalie, the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. So somebody, like, I don't know who's Natalie H. Natalie Harp. Okay. Natalie Harp, I guess, is one of his fucking aides. So Natalie Harp replied back to her saying the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And she replied back, in every single interview I've done, I've defended President Trump. That's true. I've said over and over, the women say he did nothing wrong and their attorney says he's the only one who helped. And the Democrats had 4 years to release the files, but did nothing. Stop ignoring the women. Many of them voted for President Trump and say so publicly. Them being raped as teenagers is not a hoax. Dude, what the fuck is going on, bro? He's like burning all his goodwill, dude. I don't understand why he is fucking behaving like this. I know, we're going back for it. Dude, Katie Mullins, I'm coming in late. Michael Wolff got super testy with Don Lemon last night. I thought you might like to see it sometime. Thanks for all you do. Yes, I would love to see it. Dude, let's put the Michael Wolff, Don Lemon thing. Do we have that in Discord? Dude, there we go. We're one away. Dude, let's go, guys. Let's wrap this up. One away from our goal, boss. We got this. All right, let's hit it up. Dude, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hit that like button and fucking, right? And we're going to get one more to secure that dance party. Dude, let's go. Oh, shit. He was running for president. He was not back then. But this is crazy. But again, guys, everybody is distancing themselves. Everybody is distancing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they all are, boss. So, yeah, she dropping that bit. Right? Melanie Stansberry dropping that bit about Trump fucking, we've all seen the photos. So maybe some of these people have seen the photos, guys. Now, let me just tell you something, okay? Here's another thing to consider, okay? Another thing to consider. Angel, let's go. Angel brings us home. There it is. Oh! Let's go. Dude, we got it. Dude, we're deja vu is incoming now, guys. All right, deja vu is incoming. All right, we're putting that on the fucking burner. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. So here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you've seen on your timeline, okay? On my timeline, guys, there is nothing but MAGA fucking weirdos being like, Trump should sue these people. Trump needs to sue for defamation. Trump needs to, I can't believe the Congress people said that on CNN. Let me just tell you guys, Donald Trump will never sue anyone in America related to defamation on the Jeffrey Epstein case. Not a chance. Okay, there's not a chance in hell he would put himself through discovery, looking at emails, phone records, doing depositions related to Epstein, related to the business deal in Florida, related to Virginia Giuffre, related to Maria and Annie Farmer, 1996. Like, there's no way, boss. You could go out there and proclaim he raped children. You could scream it on a megaphone, and he ain't suing anyone. Okay, anyone, right? He sues over everything else, yes, but he will never sue over this, guys. Not a chance. And so I have noticed that people are starting to take advantage of that. Okay, people are being a little more liberal with the things they're saying and the insinuations they're dropping. Now, it's especially hard to sue Congress people. If they're on the floor, you can't sue them at all, right? But yeah, man, dude, this shit is heating up. All right, so we're going to cover a couple more things before the dance party, guys. Okay, we're going to cover a couple more things. Dude, we got to look at the Nepo baby stuff. Okay, dude, I'm like have another tweet going like viral today because of the Nepo. Okay, the Nepo stuff is like, dude, thank you, Kai Trump. Dude, I just did an innocent tweet, dude. I didn't intend for anything to happen, right? But, dude, look at this shit. Dude, I think this might be my most liked tweet ever. 39,000, perhaps more. Dude, it's Don Jr.'s kid, okay? Dude, but look at this. Here's the tweet, man. It says, Kai Trump officially became a Trump today. She got into something she didn't deserve to be in. only securing it because of family wealth. And then she performed far worse than everyone else at it. This is the Trump tradition. DEI and last place, dude. Right? And like, dude, people are fucking mad. They are mad. And I did show that she was plus 18 and everyone was like, oh, her second round was so much better. But here's the deal, dude. If she had shot the same round she did today for both, she would have been plus 10, dude. She would have been like right up there. Now, again, sponsorship exemptions absolutely exist. Okay, we know this. If you watch a show like Stick with Owen Wilson, it's a really good show. You know that there's a sponsorship exemption. These pro tournaments have exemptions. What they are is they're supposed to allow young up and coming people, okay, who are like having trouble getting their name out there, but are really, really good golfers. They're supposed to give them a spotlight to be able to compete at the high level. Okay, it's like people that are extraordinarily talented, but haven't gotten a pro shot. Okay, now again, she got this shot because her granddaddy is the grapist Donald Trump. Okay, now what's wild about it though is if we look in these comments, okay, look at this shit. Somebody asked Grok in here. Okay, let me find it where somebody asked Grok. Let me find the fucking Grok comment. Hold on. Let me find this. Give me 1 sec here. I'm on a roll, baby. Dude, yeah, she was terrible, bro. But somebody asked Grok. Ready? Here, I'll find it. Dude, myself, guys, I am so tired of the Nepo baby shit. I am, dude. I am really tired of it. You have like legacy admissions to Ivy League schools. You have the Nepo fucking people who, if they write a book or if they create some product, they get automatic TV airtime. They get opportunities. Like, right, they have no journalist experience and they get to be an intern at the New York Times. You know what I'm saying? They are consistently getting these automatic, like, graced opportunities. And what's more, though, is it's with a caveat. Because what they do is anytime anybody else gets the tiniest bit of help, they shit on them, okay? They shit on them. Right? DEI that helps women and people of color get an interview. They're like, it has to go. Right? You know what I'm saying? If anybody gets the tiniest bit of help, you get fucking SNAP, you get some type of thing. Oh yeah, you're terrible. You're a mooch. You're lazy. You're unqualified. The untalented are getting it. Meritocracy, they say. And then they automatically get the shit with no qualifications. They get the PPP loans for $1 million gift forgiven. Everybody's fine with that. These wealthy people soak up all the help, the tax credits, the opportunities, and then they treat everybody else like they're not doing enough, like they're not working hard enough, like they're all freeloading pieces of shit. And the reality is yes, they're leeches. They are. They're like ginormous leeches, mediocre leeches that simply are allowed to extract wealth out of the system because they were born into wealth. Okay? If you have wealth, You get to extract wealth from the system. That's it. You don't have to have any skills. You don't have to have any brains. You don't have to have any fucking talents. If you have the wealth, you plug your wealth shit into the system and it just extracts more. Okay? It is fucking bullshit. Okay? And Trump, she does not deserve this opportunity at all, boss. Okay? Not at all. Dude, she deserves it like 0%. She was ranked 461st, guys. She wasn't even in the top 400. Okay? She was not in the top 400. And she gets her big fucking thing in the write-ups and Golf Digest, and all these MAGA are like, ooh, she did so good. But like, if a black person gets a job interview, they're like, oh, they took it from a white person, right? If a black pilot, it has the job, Charlie Kirk's like, we're all gonna die. That was a white man's job that got given to this inferior person. That's what Charlie Kirk, their patron saint, says. But no, their 461st place golfer gets to fucking go in a tournament and they're like, oh, Trumpy, oh, Trumpy. You know, it's like, dude, you already have all the tax credits. You already have all the financial benefits. You own all the stock. You own all the crypto. You own all the real estate. We're enslaved to you in every possible way. Now your top 500 and your fucking top 500 kids get all the big opportunities. Meanwhile, you take away our Medicaid. You take away our fucking healthcare. You spike our premiums. Cost $22 for a goddamn steak because of your fucking tariffs. Right? How much of this are we supposed to put up with before we put a boot in your ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Dude, let me find. You ready? I'm going to find the thing. Somebody asked Grok. Okay? They did. Somebody, look at this. Hold on, let me find it. Dude, people like MAGA were pissed, bro. Dude, the MAGA people, they were mad. Dude, they were mad, bro. They were all like, what about Hunter Biden? Dude, all the people in these comments are like, what about Hunter Biden? Joe Biden sniffs kids. Dude, you know how MAGA are? They have like the worst both sidesing, okay? You know what I'm saying? They have the worst both sidesing ever, okay? The MAGA does, dude, because they're not even smart, you know what I'm saying? They're not. MAGA is like, they're not smart. They're not fucking sharp. And, but somebody asked Grok, like, hey, because somebody said, oh, she did pretty good. And somebody asked Grok, like, what fucking... Right? Like how well other people have done who got in on a sponsorship exemption. Okay? Here, maybe I'll just ask Grok myself. Hold on. I know I fucking saw this tweet in here. Dude, there's just so many fucking responses, bro. It's like too many responses. They're all fucking attacking me. MAGA is all fucking pissed. Dude, some guy, there was one guy who left like 50 messages under my shit. He's like, this guy is like talking about Trump's golfing, which is a warning sign or whatever. Dude, there's some crazy fucker who's like leaving messages under all my tweets now. He's obsessed with me. I think he wants to give me the Bubba. He wants a little bit of that Bubba love with fucking daddy pee-pee, right? Dude. But, all right, so here, you ready? I think I'll just ask Grok myself, okay? Okay. So I just asked, with people who have previously gotten the Anica sponsorship exemption to the Anica, how did they score? Okay. And so it looks at this. Look at this. Amy Olsen got it, and she scored a -2. Okay. Okay. And she tied for 18th. Sarah Schmezel got it once and got a +3. Then Stephanie got +3. Ingrid Lindblad got +3. Brittany Linkeomi got -4. Lauren Coughlin got -1. Rachel Heck got -1. Amari Avery got +3. Haley Moore +3. Ashley Wilson +3. Jasmine Koo +3. Kristen Beck +5. Brittany Lincoln +2. Louise Rehnquist -2. Rachel Cohen +4. Kai Trump +18, bro. Right? So see how the other golf women who got this exemption, like many of them were like under or competitive. They were like top 30. Many of them even qualified. Okay. Right. And went on to round 2. Dude. And she like +18, bro. So, dude. So the thing about this is she terrible? No. Right? Like, she's good for an 18-year-old golfer who's going to go to college and continue golfing. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, she's not the worst golfer on the world, right? Not at all. But the thing is she is not at the level of people who get sponsorship exemptions. Okay? Normally, it's like really competitive golfers who actually are ready to level up, okay, are the ones who get those sponsorship exemptions, and they get a chance to get in there and fucking like kill it. I believe Tiger Woods at some point got a sponsorship exemption, which gave him a big break. But the thing about Kai Trump is no, she didn't deserve it. She wasn't ready for it. She's not at that level at all, but they gave it to her anyway to like whatever, I don't know, create some positive shit with Trump because Trump is, you know, a pseudo-authoritarian. They're trying to grift off of it. They're hoping that they get some sort of financial benefit or whatever. And of course, if you're like a Trump, you get to do that shit. You get to fucking whatever, manipulate the system and get some fucking bullshit advantage you don't deserve. But again, guys, beyond this, I am not opposed to somebody who's not at the top getting a chance to excel. Okay? I'm not even opposed to a 400th ranked player occasionally getting into the game in order to like have an opportunity to shine at a high level. I think everybody deserves those opportunities. But what I am opposed to is when the only people who get that are the people who are simultaneously preventing everyone else from having any opportunity. When the people that are given these beneficial experiences of you can be top 400 and you get a shot at the big time are the very people legislating so a bunch of qualified people never get a shot. And then they say that those people are lazy and toxic and DEI because DEI actually helped qualified black pilots, right? DEI helped black pilots that were shooting -10 get their shot at the big time. But no, what happens is the rich white girl's +18 and she gets the shot, but then the black pilot who's -10 and should be getting a shot, no, they're going to take away the programs that help him, right? And see, that's the thing that I don't like. And now what's more though, guys, is in the context of this, okay, a bunch of these Trumpies got so mad at me, okay? They're in there like calling me names. They're calling me F slurs, of course. If you want to go in and look at some of the 1,000 comments, they're pretty rich in there. They're pretty upset that I said this. But I do want to show you one particular reply, okay? Because, guys, so one of the things that I pointed out here, where you ready for this? Watch this series of threads, okay? You ready? I want to show you just a series under this that I think is pertinent. okay, that is really good, okay, because I do love Twitter and I love getting into it. So you ready? So hold on. Let me find this reply. I have to go in here a minute, okay? Let me go in here. This is a good one. Trust. This one's going to be worth it, okay? This one is very money. Okay? Dude, I'm ready to fucking dance. Are you guys ready to dance? Dude, okay, so here. So somebody replied to this saying, right? Somebody replied to my tweet saying, so if she were black, you'd be ringing the bell celebrating, right? Is what this person said, right? Oh, if she were black, you'd be celebrating. That's their little shot at DEI, okay? And then I said, if she were black, the club would have forced her to be a caddy. Right? You really don't know how golf works. And now this is a reference, guys, to all of the golf clubs, the big major private clubs, all were white golfers and black caddies all the way into the 80s. Even in the 80s, the Masters tournament in Augusta, Georgia, the golfers were required to use the black caddies. So it was all white golfers with all black caddies. Now, these golfers will say, well, a whole subculture of really talented black caddies developed. Well, sure, but there could have been really talented black caddies without them being forced to carry clubs. Like, why weren't those talented black caddies allowed to be talented fucking golfers? You know what I mean? I mean, the question begs. But now look at this, okay? Because I go in here and I said until the 80s, Augusta and even the Masters tournament there required the use of their all-black caddy system. This was literally the norm for golf courses to be all white players, all black caddies. Okay, golf has had a history of segregation. But look at this, though, because somebody said, okay, somebody said here, we don't live in the pre-80s anymore, is what he said. I got a lot of these comments. Dude, it's not the 80s anymore. The 80s are over. That was 40 years ago. But look what I said. I said, so when you say you want to make America great again, when is the again exactly? Do you mean the Clinton 90s? Or do you mean the 80s? Okay? You know what I'm saying? And that's the question they don't have the answer for under here that I eventually put up here because I said, so you all say you want to make America great again. You mean the Clinton 90s? Do you mean the 80s and before? Because when I point out the racism of the 80s and before, or the racism of the 70s, the anti-LGBTQ, right? The religious indoctrinated segregation, they're like, oh, that was all a while ago. So when is the again? Okay? Right? And they don't want to fucking answer that shit. Okay? Because we know, dude. We know what they're talking about. They defend this shit. Okay? They defend, right? They defend the fucking, the white rich girl getting DEI over and over again. Tax credit DEI, golfing DEI, Nepo baby DEI, 400 million inheritance DEI. You get to bankrupt everything DEI, right? You get all the opportunities, crypto riches, break the laws, get away with grapes, whatever. As long as you're white and wealthy, you get all the DEI, you get all the benefits, you get endless chances. And everybody else gets told that you get shit. Okay? Everybody else gets told that you're a lazy, freeloading son of a bitch if you even want the tiniest bit of help to not have capitalism like bury you in horse shit and fucking make you drown. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, dude, they can't answer that question, right? They can't answer that question. I didn't look to see how that guy answered it. What did he say? He said, it's fine now. People just blow crap out of proportion, want to blame everything on Trump. The Democrats are the Henry Clay Whig Party. Once Trump is gone, they will turn on each other just like they did with Andrew Jackson. Dude, what is he talking about, bro? Dude, this guy, he backed away from that question. You see that? You notice he didn't answer that question, but boy, did he go talk about some slave owners all of a sudden. Like, homie is... Dude, what are we doing here exactly? bro, right? Like, come on. Oh, man, dude. Dude, I think this is my most liked tweet, though, of all time, guys. Right? That is crazy, boss. Dude, I've definitely been having some fucking, you know what I'm saying? I've definitely been having some tweets go viral. I will say this, though. You mentioned TDS. Every time somebody tells me I have TDS, it's always this guy, right? Dude, this is always the guy who tells me that I've got TDS, right? Isn't that true? Right? Oh, shit, bro. Right? This is the guy who told me, dude, you got TDS. I'm like, oh, really? All right. All right, dude. Oh, shit, boss. Okay, I guess you got a point, dude. Dude. Oh, that's funny. Dude, that's crazy, isn't it? Oh, my God. As long as we're here, can I share one more like monster tweet that I was so proud of? Because you noticed today, did you notice? There's two things we got to notice, guys. I don't know if you're paying attention, but with the advent of the Epstein files come out, they have targeted things with Trump very carefully. Like the first thing they did was the day that shit came out, okay, they had Trump, with kids, okay? Remember the video of Trump with the kids? The first thing they did with Trump was as soon as the Epstein files came out, okay, the day they came out, they immediately had a fucking event with him and some kids where the kids walk in and he's like, oh, here, let me give you some coins. Oh, look at that. Oh, the kids have no idea what's going on. And, you know, they don't even get close to him. They're like, whatever, dude, he's trying to bribe them. Who knows what's going on? But they did this to like, hey, look at Trump. He's good around kids. But guys, they did another one today. Okay. The White House did where it was around Melania, right? It was Melania. Look at the White House post that they did today, guys, where Trump, look at it. He says, I can't help falling in love with you. Look at that. Trumpy holding Melania. She's not even kissing him. She's like got her face like 4 inches away from him. But look at my tweet, guys. Look at this tweet. You want a monster tweet? Look at this shit. Dude, look at that. I can't help cheating on you while you're pregnant by lying to a porn star, promising her a spot on my show that didn't exist, and coming inside her, and later paying her and my other mistresses off. I love you so much, Melania. This is true love, Melania. Right? Dude, isn't that amazing? Look at his face, dude. Look at how fucking smarmy he is. Look at him, dude. He's greasy. You know what I'm saying? He's greasy. He is, dude. He is greasy, this guy. Okay? Because the funny thing is she didn't even want to sleep with Trump. He lied to her. He went there and dangled The Apprentice, a show that he had no clout on. He was just a fucking, like, an on-screen personality. He had nothing to do with the show. It was all Mark Burnett. And he went there and she was trying to cross over outside of adult films. And so he went to her and he lied to her and he offered her a spot in his show that he had no clout to give. And he dangled it for sex. Okay. And then ultimately, like, she got bad sex and didn't get a part on the show because he had nothing to offer her. And Melania was pregnant with Barron at the time. And we heard the whole world found out that he has like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Dude, yeah, he's, you know, maybe Bubba's getting the good end of the deal, right? Maybe he's better with, you know, when he's Bubba than he is with his other shit. But yeah, dude, he is fucking crumbling, bro. Isn't he? Dude, isn't he crumbling? Like, homie is crumbling. All right, we're not going to get to Tucker Carlson. It's dance party time. All right. Dude, greasy. Dude, that's all I can say, man. It's greasy. That's what he is. That's the phrase we used to use, guys. Greasy. And this was like a 90s term in the rock world because, dude, there's a lot of fucking people in the rock world that rock and roll in LA that were shitty. So the greasy people were the people that were like always like sweating you for something. They were always trying to like talk you into shit, but they were like super shady, right? They were the people that were, anytime they were around you, they were fucking like lying, cheating, sneaking, manipulating. They were just the worst, right? And I mean, dude, in the rock and roll world, there's a certain amount of lying and posturing and infidelity. And even, you know, when you're like, you know, if you're getting somebody drugs, you're going to pinch some. Everybody knows how the system works. But the greasy people were the people that were like sweaty and like just, you know, they're just going to fuck you over like, you know, 100 times over the top, right? Where their whole thing is just fake and nasty. Yeah, it's like beyond greasy. It is greasy, boss. Dude. Dude, they're like charlatans, right? Same in the 90s, SF. Dude, I bet, Orphan, I bet it's like that, right? Where they're just, yeah, used car salesmen. They're, you know, like low grade pimps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the guys who are like, you know, like shitty. Like I bet Andrew Tate, when he was running his little, you know, his little webcam business or whatever with him and his buddies threatening the girls, that was some greasy shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're always like the low grade hustlers. Okay. I know the golf tee was invented by a black man. Yeah, dude, that doesn't surprise me, guys. I mean, Groove Dragon, what's funny is you'll find out if you go back and look at America's history, a lot of our really big farming and early like textile shit was shit that was discovered and invented by enslaved people. And then it was, you know, trademarked and taken ownership of by fucking plantation owners. Like they literally, free enslaved people used to escape to Florida. Okay, before Florida was a state, when Florida was a Spanish territory, they would escape to Florida, and then the native people down there would like revere the escaped slaves because they showed them how to fucking farm and shit. So they used to like help them escape because they would come and like share their communities with them and help all their farming and shit flourish. Like so much of America is on the backs of black people. And in fact, that's why Florida became a state, is essentially the US people were incentivized to take Florida to prevent all of their enslaved people from escaping. You know? I mean, there's so many examples. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I mean? Like so many examples, guys. It's crazy. It is a part of our history, and it's a part that we don't recognize, you know? And again, though, here's the deal. You ready, guys? My last thing I'll say about the Kai Trump thing is Kai was ranked 461st, and she got the sponsorship exemption. She came in last place with a plus 18, and that is the worst score by 14 strokes of any woman golfer who has ever gotten the sponsorship exemption. 14 strokes worse than the worst pro golfer who ever got that exemption. Kai Trump was ranked 461st, and MAGA's like, wow, she did so good, give her a chance. If there was a black woman golfer who was ranked 110th, okay, 108 golfers did this tournament. If there was a black woman golfer who was ranked 110th, who got this fucking sponsorship exemption, no matter how well she did, they would be crying DEI, and that she took some sponsor opportunity away from a more talented white person. There you go. That's what I fucking hate about these people. All right? They're degenerates. They are. They're fucking degenerates, dude. I will say this, though. I probably, guys, I may be a terrible human and being petty for doing this, but whatever, dude. She's put herself in this spotlight and now doing this shit. But I did go and reply to one of her tweets here where she said, I went to New York City with my best friends, out now on YouTube. And I did say, when is I got last place in the tournament I didn't deserve to be in video drop. Dude, right? I mean, dude, she's milking this shit. So, you know, she could just go be a kid and go to college and not do this shit. But she's putting herself out there being a fucking degenerate, being the poster child for nepotism, right? Being the poster child for, I'm going to take advantage of a whole bunch of shit I don't deserve, while simultaneously my grandfather rapes kids and is an Epstein best friend and is destroying opportunity for everybody but the Trump family. Like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gets no special benefits. She's put herself out there in the crosshairs. So she gets the full troll, dude. That's it. No, there will be no like carve out, okay? There will be no carve out with that shit, all right? There will be no carve out for Trumps who put themselves out in the spotlight. All right, you guys ready to dance, baby? Dude, guys, the support has been insane, guys. Can I just say, like, dude, like we're growing, right? We're growing. The community here, we're growing. I'm like seeing really familiar faces every day. Like, people are coming in early and chatting, and everybody's hanging out in Discord. And like, I don't know, man, it feels really good, because I don't know about you guys, but at the beginning of this Trump administration, okay, a year ago when Trump won, I felt pretty alone, guys. I don't know about you, but I felt pretty alone and pretty fucking hopeless, guys. I did. I felt overwhelmed. I thought Kamala was going to win. I thought there's no way we're going to fucking make this huge mistake, are we? And dude, when he won, I felt real fucking alone. Okay? And all I can say now is I feel less alone. Okay? I do. I feel less alone. I feel like I got more hope, man. I feel like I'm able to find wins a little bit easier. I feel like I don't feel like I'm crazy and just watching shit go on and like, am I the only person seeing this? I really feel like, you know, I don't know, safer than I did a year ago. And it's really in large part because of you guys being here and just the constant interaction and shit, and us sort of going through this together. So thank you for being here. And I'm going to keep showing up, guys. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep bringing the fucking energy. Dude, I'm fucking, see that? I got my fucking cupping marks. I'm going, getting body work. I'm like taking care of this shit, making sure that I have like all my energy to be put forward into fighting these motherfuckers. All right. So I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, but I know that I'm going to keep showing up for you guys. And I hope you guys keep showing up for each other and for me. All right. And a round of applause to Candace Owens for being Candy-O and for helping take down MAGA. Dude, Candy-O and MTG and all those people that are slowly fucking, you know, detonating. Agreed? Like-minded, sane-ish chat? Yes, absolutely. Dude, you guys have definitely been keeping me sane, guys. You have. And I appreciate that, because, like, sometimes, dude, I don't know. Sometimes I like, all that MAGA energy creeps in, and I just feel like, wow, dude, like, we're not getting out of this. You know what I mean? But I will say, I feel like MAGA is now dealing with that. Now they're all turning on each other, and now they're dealing with that hopelessness and that depression and those feelings of like, it's all caving in, because they're all so you know, they catastrophize everything. And so now they're catastrophizing each other and lashing out at each other. And like, we're kind of getting out from under, because that's what they do. They try to swallow you up with their like oozing negativity. You know what I mean? They're like quicksand. They are, dude. The MAGA mentality, that resentment and that animosity, that hatred, it's like quicksand. And they try to just get you under the thing so you fucking swallow it. And you can't fucking do anything about it. You're just trapped in it. Dude, let's go, boss. Dude, it does. It rots from the inside. All right, you ready? You ready to dance? You guys got to dance. Let's get edit mode. Let's go. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, dude. It's time to get limber. Everybody, if you're dancing, take a moment to stretch. All right? Take a moment to stretch. Fucking, oh, shit, boss. Dude, oh. Whew. Dude, I spend way too much time in that chair. Dude, Trump, did he attack RFK Jr.? Dude, Trump is flailing, boss. Psychic damage, dude. The man is psychically damaged. Let's go. Oh, shit. Dude, JFK's grandson, isn't he a Democrat? He is, right? All right, you guys ready? Are we ready? Oh, no, not that dance. Let's go. Here we go, baby. Here we go. It's time to get it. Time for a little deja vu. Come on, baby. Oh.
They have a lot of
is a fucking workout, baby. You could be late, you could be true. You could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong. And I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 'cause I want more. Love you guys. I want more. I want more from you, yeah, more. Good night. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? I've got no place to be alone, my friend. He cut his wrist instead. There's your answer. You better save yourself, or else nothing like success. I would rather be in hell than regret. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? No, I do.
wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Hey, I just wanna change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together.